All students around this world have 24 hours in a day, including you. But some students are top students, grade A students, and some fail on their exam, the worst student in the class. And today, I'm going to share my tip how I make my timetable for studying. Hi guys, if you're new here, my name is Lisa and I was a former grade A student and Cambodian national examination. So first, let's talk about why timetable is important for every student. Actually, timetable is very important for not only students but for everyone in this world. But in today's video, we're going to only specific on students. So if students have their own timetable, they know how they're going to spend their 24 hours. They know when they're going to review their lesson. They know when they're going to review their math lesson, physics lesson, chemistry lesson, and any other lesson as well. But if a student doesn't have their own timetable, they don't know how they're going to spend their 24 hours. They're going to waste their 24 hours doing unnecessary thing that is not related to their study at all. That is why timetable is very important. And also, when we have timetable, we don't always need to ask our friend, oh, do we have exam today? Do we have homework today? No, we don't need to ask our friend this kinds of question anymore. Because if we have timetable, we probably note it down on our to-do list. That is why it's very important. So talking about timetable or schedule, there are many kinds of it. For example,
ចឹងឥឡូវនេះគឺខ្ញុំសូមណែនាំតាក់ទងទៅនឹងវគ្គបរិញ្ញាបត្រភាសាអង់គ្លេសរបស់ខ្ញុំបច្ចុប្បន្ននេះគឺខ្ញុំមានបើកវគ្គបរិញ្ញាបត្រភាសាអង់គ្លេសតាមអនឡាញដែលខ្ញុំមានផ្ដោតទៅលើការនិយាយការស្ដាប់ថ្នាក់វិជ្ជាករថ្នាក់ភាសាអង់គ្លេសកម្រិតទូទៅដែលយើងមានតាំងពីកម្រិតសម្រាប់បងឬក៏បងប្អូនដែលអត់ទាន់ចេះអីសោះកម្រិតដំបូងនិយាយទៅគឺគ្រប់កម្រិតតែម្ដងមួយវិញទៀតយើងក៏មានថ្នាក់ពិសេសបានន័យថាថ្នាក់គ្រូមួយសិស្សមួយផងដែរចំពោះការសិក្សានៅក្នុងថ្នាក់វិញគឺយើងនឹងរៀនតាមរយៈ Google Meet មួយវិញទៀតដែរបើបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាចុះឈ្មោះចូលរៀនវគ្គផ្ដោតទៅលើការនិយាយការស្ដាប់ហ្នឹងគឺយើងនឹងផ្ដោតទៅលើការនិយាយសុទ្ធតែម្ដងនិយាយទៅ30នាទីដំបូងយើងនឹងមានការសន្ទនាជាមួយគ្រូជាមួយនឹងសិស្សានុសិស្សគ្នាឯងនៅក្នុងថ្នាក់មួយហ្នឹងមួយវិញទៀត30នាទីក្រោយគឺបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នានឹងរៀនមេរៀនការសន្ទនាសុទ្ធតែម្ដងហើយចំពោះថ្នាក់វិជ្ជាករវិញគឺយើងនឹងរៀនពីវិជ្ជាករទាំងការទាំង12ក៏ដូចជា conjunction និយាយទៅគឺគ្រប់វិជ្ជាករទាំងអស់បន្ទាប់មកយើងក៏មានការអនុវត្តជាក់ស្ដែងដែរហើយក៏មាន homework ដូចគ្នាអញ្ចឹងបន្ទាប់ពីបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាធ្វើ homework ហើយគឺបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាអាចតម្លាក់នៅក្នុង group ដោយដែលបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាបានឃើញនៅក្នុង Telegram នេះដូចគ្នានិយាយទៅនឹងថ្នាក់ភាសាអង់គ្លេសកម្រិតទូទៅឧទាហរណ៍មួយដូចជាថ្នាក់មូលដ្ឋានគ្រឹះអញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងថ្នាក់ហ្នឹងបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នារៀនទាំងវិជ្ជាកររៀនទាំងការសន្ទនាដែរប៉ុន្តែគ្រាន់ថាកម្រិតមូលដ្ឋានគ្រឹះអញ្ចឹងវាកម្រិតទាបតិចផងដែរអញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងហ្នឹងគឺយើងមាន homework យើងមានការសន្ទនាអីទូទៅដូចថ្នាក់ធម្មតាចឹងដែរប៉ុន្តែគ្រាន់ថាយើងរៀនប្រើតាមសម័យទំនើបគឺសម័យ technology ផងដែរបើនិយាយទៅទៅនឹងតម្លៃក្នុងការសិក្សាវិញគឺត្រឹមតែ$10ទេក្នុងមួយខែសម្រាប់50នាក់ដំបូងចំពោះតម្លៃធម្មតាគឺ$20ក្នុងមួយខែមួយវិញទៀតសម្រាប់ថ្នាក់ពិសេសដែលជាថ្នាក់មួយដែលយើងផ្ដោតទាំងទៅលើ4ផ្នែកទៅលើភាសាអង់គ្លេសហ្មងទាំង listening speaking writing ហើយនិង reading ហ្នឹងតែដើម្បីឲ្យបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាចូលរៀនថ្នាក់ពិសេសនេះបានគឺតម្រូវឲ្យបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាត្រូវធ្វើ test សិនដើម្បីឲ្យយើងរៀបចំមេរៀនទៅតាមកម្រិតភាសាអង់គ្លេសរបស់បងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាហើយចំពោះតម្លៃសម្រាប់ថ្នាក់ពិសេសមួយនេះគឺតម្លៃត្រឹមតែ$200ក្នុងមួយខែតែប៉ុណ្ណោះចឹងសម្រាប់ព័ត៌មានបន្ថែមទាក់ទងទៅនឹងការរៀនភាសាអង់គ្លេសតាមអនឡាញនេះបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាអាចទំនាក់ទំនងតាមលេខទូរស័ព្ទមួយនេះឬក៏ Telegram ខ្ញុំដោយផ្ទាល់ក៏បានដែរចឹងវីដេអូនេះគឺមានតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងឯងសូមអរគុណសម្រាប់ការទស្សនាហើយសង្ឃឹមថានឹងបានជួបបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាឆាប់ៗនៅក្នុងថ្នាក់រៀនរបស់ខ្ញុំបាយបាយ
like 1 year schedule, 1 month schedule, 1 week schedule, and a daily schedule as well. But based on what I'm making for my studying, there are only two types of it. One is 1 week timetable, and another one is daily schedule that I always write it the night before. So in order for us to make timetable, what we need to have is can be like a book, a paper, a pen, or if you prefer writing it online, you can write it on your computer, your phones, and I would recommend Google Calendar app because when I use it, it worked very fine for me. So now let's start to talk about 1 week timetable. So in order for you to make 1 week timetable, you need to create a timetable first. So for me, I prefer writing it on my book. So I have my book here with me. It just make me easier to explain it to you. But you can see it an example on the screen because I did make one on a computer for you guys as well. So to make a timetable, what you need to do is first on the left side of the timetable, you have to write down the time. The time when you wake up in the morning till the time that you go to bed. For example, if you wake up at 5 o'clock, so what you have to write is that 5 to 6 a.m., 6 to 7 a.m., 7 to 8 a.m., till the time that you go to bed. It can be around 10 to 11 p.m. and make sure you get enough of sleep. And for the upper side, you have to write the date. from Monday till Sunday, and then you will get the timetable, and then you will see the boxes, right? So the boxes of the time, the first thing that you need to complete in the box is your daily task. Our daily task here, it can be about your class timetable or your class schedule that your lecturers or your teacher give it to you when you first join the class. It just make you know and understand what you're going to study from Monday till Saturday or sometime till Sunday as well. For example, like as a Cambodian, we all know that we all studying 4 hours in a day. Sometimes it can be more than that, depend on high school or university that you're in. So the thing that you have to do is complete all your daily tasks in your own timetable. As you see here, as an example, so we have 4 hours of studying in a day, so you just have to complete it in your own timetable. And after that, as in Cambodian, we all know that studying part-time is also one of our daily tasks as well. So we studying part-time on a very specific subject that we don't quite understand about, and sometimes it can be weekly or daily, and it can take us around 1 or 2 hours in the day, but it is also one of our daily tasks that we always complete it in weeks. So what you need to do is you have to also complete it in your own timetable of part-time studying as well. So after you're done with your daily tasks, you will still see the remain boxes. And for the remain boxes, I want you to focus on night routine and morning routine first. So just try to imagine what your morning routine look like and what your night routine look like. So here, for example, like for my morning routine, I wake up at 5 o'clock. So after I get up, I go to the bathroom, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I drink some water, I say some nice word to myself. Like for example, like law of attraction, we all students, so we would say some nice word to ourselves to feel like motivated to study in the morning. For example, like I am a grade A student, I am a top student in the class in the years of 2023 because I'm working hard for it. Just say some nice word to yourself that it just make you feel motivated to study. So after saying nice word to myself, I will work out, and then I will shower. After that, I review some lesson and get ready to school. So this is how my morning routine look like, but keep in mind that everybody morning routine is different from people to people. So it depends on how you want it to be. So if you don't think that, oh, I don't want to wake up in the morning, so you can just do the workout in the afternoon or at night as well. So just write down what is the best for you. And it's exactly the same as night routine as well. You have to imagine what is your night routine look like. For example, like, okay, you get back from school around 9 o'clock. So after you get home, you review some lesson first, and then you take a shower. After that, you review some lesson again. You say some night word to yourself. You review some lessons again, and then you go back to sleep. So it depends on how you want it to be. It depends on how you want your night routine to look like. But just make sure that you write what is best for you. So the reason why I want you to imagine or to write down what your morning routine look like and what your night routine look like is because it will just make you to write it down easily on your own timetable. So on the morning box, you can just write morning routine, and on the night box, you can just write night routine as well. But if you don't think that you don't quite remember what your morning routine look like and your night routine look like, then you will have to write like a small bullet point what you're going to do on morning routine and night routine. For example, like, okay, one bullet point, I go to the bathroom, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, something like that. Do what is best for you, and it just make you like easier to remember what you have to do in a day. So after you're done with the night routine and morning routine, you can still see the remain boxes. And for the remain boxes, now you will have to think what you have to do on that time. So for me, for the remain boxes, what I have to do is that some of them I will write it down as my self-study time on a very specific subjects, and some of them I will write it as my own relax time, like watching movies, singing a song, play footballs or play sports, and some of them I will write it down as a time for my friends and a time for my family as well. Exactly is that your timetable, your own remain boxes now is your responsibility. So write it down what you want to do for that time. So that's it. This is how I make my 1 week timetable. But for me, my 1 week timetable is I always change it every week because we all know that sometimes exam coming. That is why I have to make like a different timetable specific for my exam. But if I don't have any exam, if it's just like a normal week, then I just keep follow up with the same week schedule or the same week timetable. But of course, sometimes our teachers or our lecturer will give you homework or assignment. So what I do normally is that I will like write a small bullet point on that specific time, on a time where I have to do or finish that homework or assignment. It's just like keep as a reminder for me. But if I don't write it down, then I will forget it. This is why you need a timetable. And don't worry if you have the timetable and you don't follow it up on the first week or the first few days, it is completely okay because all great things take time. And if you don't think that you don't quite remember all the week that you have write down what you need to do, you can just like take a picture of it and then print it out and put it on the walls or put it as your wallpaper as well. It's just easier for you to know what you have to do on the next day or the next hour. One more thing is that don't blame on yourself when you don't follow up with the timetable, but try to like be creative on your timetable and find a solution. Okay, if I don't feel comfortable with my own timetable, then I'll change it until you find one that is the best for you. So don't blame yourself, just change it until you found one that is best for you and you can see yourself that you always follow it up. So now let's move on to a daily schedule. So for a daily schedule, I always write it down the night before. And for daily schedule, I would recommend this for a person who don't quite remember what they have to do in a week. If you find it hard to remember a 1 week schedule, then a daily schedule would be the best for you. So what you need to do is just try to find another paper or another book and write it on the pages. Just put on the date and then write down the time when you wake up till you go to bed. Like, okay, 5 to 6 a.m. I wake up in the morning, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I do the workout, I review some lesson and then go to school. So this is what you have to do. Just write the time and then write down what you have to do in that time to complete all the tasks that you want to complete. That is how I do my daily schedule. It's just like more easier than the 1 week schedule, and you just have to write it down the night before as well in order for you to know what you're going to do for the next day. And for daily schedule, it's completely the same as a 1 week schedule as well. If sometime your lecturers or your teachers give you assignment or homework, you can just note it down the deadline of that homework or maybe the time that you have to or you want to complete that homework or exercise. Again, daily schedule is just that you have to write it down the night before what you have to do and just write down the time and what you have to do in that time. So this is how I make my own 1 week timetable and a daily schedule as well. And remember that everyone timetable or everyone schedule is different from people to people, from person to person. So change it and try to make one that is the best for you. And that's it for my video today. I hope you all the best with your studying. And don't worry if you don't quite follow it up on the first day or the first few weeks, because all great things take time. I hope you all the best and I see you in the next one. Until next time, bye.